Hi guys, Chris here with day 13 of the 15-day challenge. I hope you're still with me, I hope you're following through, and I hope it makes sense, all of this stuff. I hope it's sort of been broken down sufficiently so you can sort of take action on this stuff. I know there'll be questions, and I know there's always stuff that's going to hold you back in different areas as you're doing this. But I hope it's been sort of broken down so you're taking action. And of course, because the areas will be different that hold you back for everyone, send me an email to cljpublishing@gmail.com if you need any help with any specific parts. And this is what I wanted to make the, day 13 about, the sort of areas that we've covered. And a little catch up, although we've done a catch up already, I want to make sure that there's no hurdles that I see again and again with clients. And again, I'm not knocking that, I'm just through experience. I know the sort of parts that used to hold myself back. I know the parts seeing it myself that hold clients back, and what may be holding you back. So I'm going to cover them now. And then for the next 2 days, we're just going to cover like more on SEO and how to make sure the sites, so we'll cover like SEO and click-through rate, and a bit on promotion and how long you should promote the sites. And I can keep the videos coming and go into it a bit longer as we go through. It doesn't have to be on 15 days. We can cover some miscellaneous stuff if you need to, so to speak, as we go along. But yeah, we've pretty much broken it down into the bare parts, and I wanted to cover today. This is an important video. Watch the video. I'm going to keep it fairly brief, and there is a really special offer just to sort of go through that. Now, the site building spots are nearly at bursting point. So what I'm going to do is, because we've got the product coming on Friday, it will either be Friday or Monday, the speedrun course, okay? If you've ordered a site building spot, you will have free access to that. And I've also got some more bonuses for you today if you want to grab a site building spot. And there's a price hike. So the prices are going up on the site building spots after this promotion. What I decided to do was not so much limit the spots, but there will be a 5-day promotion, and there will be loads of good bonuses. I'm going to tell you about them in just a little while, and then the prices are going up permanently. So when the speedrun course launches, which you'll get free access to as long as you have a site builder, if you've already ordered a site builder package, you will be sent all your bonuses and free access to the speedrun course. But once that launches, there will be an option for the site builder, but it will be more expensive because at the moment it works out at something like $90 a site, which is, well, you can make that back by literally getting the site and reselling it without any work. So that's sort of why, and also for the time, I want to make the sites the best they can be, and they're very cheap at the minute. But I did it deliberately because I want everyone to get this stuff, and that's what we're going to cover in this video, how easy this stuff is and where the hold-ups may be, okay? So what I wanted to do for this video is just give you the 3 main parts. There's loads of sections within these main parts, okay? And give you 3 main parts that we've covered and some tips on how to get past the blocks. So the first part is definitely the niche. You can see here I've just gone to kitchen and dining, not particularly to pick out any niche, but you can see that you've got all the products here. When you're, just to give you a few tips on picking niches, just get some picked, and feel free to send me your choices to cljpublishing@gmail.com. We did cover this in the course, but I know it's a sort of grey area because you sort of think, is this niche going to sell? The only real way you will know whether a niche will sell for you specifically is to get a site up and out there. Because even if a niche is really good for someone else and they're ranking and making sales, there's going to be a difference in your content, there's going to be a difference in your site, there's going to be maybe a difference in where Google places you, or almost definitely, because you can't have the exact same spot as someone else. So everything's going to be slightly different. So the main way is to get the site up and out there. One thing I would say about the niche is don't worry too much about competition, people worry far too much about competition and they don't get anything done. Most people will not update sites, okay? Again, I don't mean that badly, I mean it is a good thing, because if you're watching this and you're thinking, should I go for it? Go for it, because most people will not update the sites, and you can rank not just on the product names. So if we scroll down here and we look at product names, not just on the product names, but bear in mind people will type in all manner of different terms when they're looking for a product. So you'll get ranked on lots of derivatives of the product name. The reason we start with the product name, as we've gone through, is because it's easier initially to rank for and get the site up and out there. So just pick a niche. If you're really just to sort of skim through it, really not sure what to do and how to pick a niche, just go for like bestsellers. Okay, so you can't go wrong. If we go for the bestsellers in the kitchen and dining, and I go for the best sellers in coffee, tea and espresso here, this is selling. I know that's obvious, but if you're really stuck, go for the best sellers, because we know that they're selling. Really quick way of doing it, and you can see here 17 hours, 16 hours, 11 hours ago. So that's one really quick way. The next thing, and a really big part apart from the niches, so with the niches, the way to get around that, send me your niche ideas. If you're getting going with this, send them to me and I will check them over. The next part is the content. Now, content, I wanted to show you. Content is so difficult to sort of explain, because there's obviously no one way of doing content, okay? What I would say is, and I see a lot of people hung up on a couple of things to do with content. One, not knowing what to write. Two, worried about the quality of the content. And three, not having enough content. Nearly always people suffer from number three, okay? The more content you have, the better. But in terms of the actual quality of the content, you really do not need a really well written, I'm trying to word this correctly so it's not confusing. You do not need a really immaculately well written post. In terms of, if you look at this one, this is an example site and it brings in sales, okay? And it's only got 2 pages on and it ranks. There it is in page 1. And literally that's only 2 pages. And if you go through this post and you went through it with a fine tooth comb, I've no doubt that you will find plenty of spelling errors. Maybe not too many, but you'll find some. And definitely some punctuation errors. I'm not the best writer in the world, but that's not what it's about, and that's not what will make you money. The thing that will make you money is having relevant content that's written to convey a message, okay? Otherwise we wouldn't get Twitter and Facebook, we wouldn't get those pages ranking at all. If it was down to grammatically correct and proper formatted posts, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't do this. I'm saying if you're having problems with the content and if you're overthinking it and if you're writing stuff down and sort of, I know you're not writing it down on pen and paper, but if you can imagine that, it's the same as writing it down on pen and paper and getting halfway through and screwing it up and putting it in the bin and saying that's not good enough. I would urge you just to get something up and out there and send it to me at cljpublishing@gmail.com. Once the site's up and out there, you can edit it, but initially when we're doing the sites, as you can see, this has got 2 pages, this site, and it's made sales. So initially the main thing is getting the site up and out there with relevant content that's obviously good, but it does not have to be immaculate, okay? So if you're sort of thinking, oh, I'm no good at writing content, take a look at this site. It's Best Projector for Gaming 2014, and you'll see that I'm not the best writer either. And then just follow the content template that I wrote out for you in this 15-day challenge, and you'll make it a lot easier. Even the product, look, we've just got this page will tell you about a #1 choice if you're looking for the best gaming projector for 2014. You can also read our post on how to pick a decent gaming projector, the problem, features, and then a call to action. And I'll tell you what, that's actually quite short for an article or for a product review. And it still ranks and it still makes sales. So just get something up and out there and send it across to me. And then promotion is a big one, okay? So I've got that covered in the bonuses that I'm going to talk about. But in regards to promoting the sites, what you're aiming to do, as we covered in another video, you're aiming to get the site up and out there, and you're aiming to get 50 to 100 visitors to each site, okay? So you keep adding the product reviews, really good products with a lot of traffic, and you keep going to get traffic to your sites. Now here's a really important distinction, it's worth writing this down. The sites are not authority sites to begin with. That's why the content doesn't have to be perfect, okay? All we're doing is testing niches out initially. If you want an online business, it doesn't start as an online business. You start as some little, like in terms of like fish, you don't start as a big shark, massive business. You start as little minnow fish, and you start testing niches. What will happen is you build the sites, is you won't ever end up with like 800 sites, okay, and all these little products on. You will notice if you follow through, you keep adding content and see where sales are coming in. Once you start getting sales, then you concentrate on the sites and then really go down into the content if you want to. But I dare say I've built hundreds of blogs, okay, not just in Amazon but in ClickBank products, and I've never really worried too much about obviously spell check your content and make sure it's formatted the best you can. But if you're not the best writer and you know punctuation and so on, as long as it conveys a message well, like this, not the best written, but I've no doubt that most of you can read that and piece together exactly what I'm trying to say. So this page will tell you about our #1 choice if you're looking for the best gaming projector for 2014. You can also read our post on how to pick a decent gaming projector. So it makes sense, and then I go through the details and so on. So they're the like 3 things. Promotion wise, I've got more on that for you, and that really is the 3 things. So whatever's holding you back out of those 3 things, really give it a go, and you know, get the sites up and out there. That's the only thing that makes the difference. Once you've got the sites, once you start adding to them, you will start getting traffic, you'll start getting sales, and then you can build on the sites that are bringing you traffic and sales, and you'll be well away. The 5-day promotion for the site builder before the speedrun course launch is coming out today, so you receive 2 emails from me today. And if you want access you get the A's on speedrun course and upsell. You'll also get the personal video coaching, and you'll get the keyword pack and expanding PDF with your sites, and a PDF report expanding how to expand on your sites. Now I've got some really cool bonuses for the 5 days before the price hike, okay, and I'll just go through them now, but that's why I'm going to send out another email on them. There will be a paid traffic bonus. A lot of you have been asking about paid traffic, so I'm going to give you a paid traffic bonus, and you can get the info. It will be a video course on paid traffic, and if you really don't, I recommend you do all of it, okay? So I recommend you definitely use SEO as in the course. It doesn't cost you anything, it is hard work, but if you want to test niches with paid traffic, I'm going to show you how to do that in a video course as well. You will get that free with one of these site builder spots. I've also got a report called Ranking 101, and it's got my top 5 SEO secrets for ranking with some examples for you. That is a exclusive report to people that have purchased the site builder. If you've already purchased the site builder, you will get these bonuses as well. You're going to get free access to PLR Power Packs, the PLR membership, and you will also get a niche cheat sheet as well, which is a really step-by-step and a cheat sheet, so you can go through and pick really good niches, and there's some niches in there as well to make it a lot easier, niches picked out for you. And you will also get a personal plan, So I will actually, once your sites are delivered, I will also pick the niches and write you a plan for those sites and how to expand on those niches. So loads of bonuses. The page is going live before the end of today. I will send it out, so you will get a few emails from me. You'll get this one, which is part of the challenge, and then you will see a page with a timer, and that is the final chance to grab site building spots. If you've already ordered one, you'll get all these bonuses and you will get access to speedrun as well. But I hope you've enjoyed the 15-day challenge. You can follow it any time, so really get going with this stuff. What I wanted the 15-day challenge to give you is your first few sales if you haven't got them, and if you have got them, to help you expand on that. And it's all, as you can see, it's all work, but I dare say you don't have to work as hard as you may think you have to. And if you're really wanting me to do the work, now's the time before the prices go up on the site builder and to get all of these bonuses. Okay guys, and I will speak to you a little bit later today. I'll send you a note when the special 5-day promotion is on and all those bonuses are available. But if you want to get in early, you can just go straight through to this page and click on this button here and you'll get all the bonuses I just mentioned. Okay guys, cheers.